Hello, fans. We are ready for our next installment. This is week 3 green smoothies coming at you from Tara Gallardo's home. As you can see, we've got a variety of things set up for you here to look at. We've got some fruits and some greens. We're going to be talking about those. And we also have this young lady here whose name is Izzy. It's a new member of Tara's family, and I'm kind of taking a liking to her too. She's really cute. So she's going to be helping us out because, you know, she's green, and we thought what better thing to do than add a green blizzard to a green smoothie demonstration.
No, to the demonstration.
Yes, we're not going to add her to, no, we're not, it'd be the opposite of what we would want to do. So that's what we're going to do. And we're going to show you how easy these things are and hopefully not take up too much of your time. Please watch from beginning to end because we think there's lots of valuable information. And I'll just tell you, we'll start off by a story for me, which is just that when Tara first showed me these green smoothies some like 5 years ago, I had done lots of different supplements, different things to try for energy and things I just wanted to use to improve my health. And what I found was when I started these green smoothies, I had so much energy. And I mean, I don't mean to sound like a commercial, but you really have to try it. And that's why this week I suggested that we each do no less than 2 green smoothies one of the days this next week. So we're gonna try and decide what day that's gonna be, and we'd love for everybody to participate. Make 2 green smoothies using whatever recipes. We'll maybe post a couple recipes, and then go ahead and let us know how you feel. Make 2 green smoothies using whatever recipes. We'll maybe post a couple recipes, and then go ahead and. All right, one moment. Bear with us here. A little bit of a technical issue. All right, so.
Okay, so
Yes, all right, so Tara, go ahead and.
Okay, my story real quick. Okay, so Izzy wants to go on this side. Okay, so my thing was when I first started doing green smoothies, my oldest son, Diego, who's 19, he was almost 13. And he started doing green smoothies in the mornings and ate the regular teenage food. But after 2 weeks of doing green smoothies every day, he actually came up to me and said, and I always tell the story when I do green smoothie demos, I think it shows the power of green smoothies. But he came up to me and he said, you know, Mom, he goes, ever since I started drinking the green smoothies, I feel happier, I have more energy. And then he said, and I just don't feel like arguing with you as much, which was awesome because, you know, he was almost 13 and, you know, the crazy teenage years. And so he would start to notice that, you know, he'd go to his friend's house on the weekends and eat really horrible, crappy food. And he would come back and he said, Mom, I need a green smoothie. And he started noticing that foods he would break out. But as soon as he started doing green smoothies and being more alkaline, then he wouldn't have those issues. He would feel better. So anyway, so we're going to just show you how to do a green smoothie. The basic, there really isn't an actual recipe. Okay, I think Izzy's going to try to jump. Usually she's just really chill and she like just sits here and doesn't ever move at all.
She's feeling the green energy.
Yeah. Anyway, the basic recipe is about 8 to 10 ounces of water, which Travis is going to throw in there, and 2 to 3 servings of fruit. So like a banana, what we're going to do here is 1 banana and about a half a cup of mango. You can do anything. You can do blueberries and strawberries. You can do pineapple and oranges, cranberries. It doesn't matter what fruit you use. 2 to 3 servings. And then your greens. The important thing with the greens, though, is you want to rotate them. Too many people get hooked on spinach, and that's all they do. And you don't want to do that because there's certain chemical compounds in the greens that if you consume the same one all the time, it builds up and it becomes toxic. Not toxic that you're going to get sick or die. It's just that you're not going to have the same benefits. So you need to rotate your greens. That's really, really important. Make sure you're doing the darker green, the better. Spinach, collard, Swiss chard, rainbow chard, romaine even, kale, of course, is a really good one. Now, the thing is if you don't have a very good blender, just expect that you're going to have little kind of some green chunks, maybe not chunks, but just little pieces that aren't going to get blended up as well. So you definitely have to do a tooth check after you do your green smoothies. But the big thing with the green smoothies is you want to keep it simple. You don't want to throw protein powders, and I don't even like to do milk in mine. I just pure water. I mean, not regular milk, but even almond milk, coconut milk. I don't even like to do that. Not usually. I just use water, the fruit, and the greens. You could throw in some hemp seed. We talked about that last week. I posted some information on Facebook about protein. You could throw in hemp seed. You could throw in some chia seed. And remember, chia seed is a complete source of protein, has as much calcium in it as a glass of milk. It also is the best source of fiber. It has soluble and insoluble fiber. And what else? Well, spirulina is another thing that I did for quite a while and I kind of got out of, and that's another thing that you can put in there. And that's one of the most alkaline things you can put in your body. So if you remember our first video about how important it is to be alkaline, spirulina is excellent. I'll get it on the refrigerator. I'll show you. Like I said, it doesn't by itself, it doesn't taste good. But if you mix it with a green smoothie, or like a green powder like I use, then seriously, it's fine. You can't even taste it. So I'm going to get those things out of the refrigerator to show you while Tritus actually blends up this smoothie.
Yes. Before I blend it up, there was a question in the group. Somebody was asking about the contents of their green smoothie, and they had a bunch of things in it. Tara was talking about chia seeds and some of these things. There are some specific kind of rules that we like to follow. Chia seeds are really absorbable, especially after you've soaked them. Same with hemp seeds. It's super easy to digest. The whole point of green smoothies is really, it's just, we're really wanting to find a way to get the greens, and Tara might talk a little bit more about the chlorophyll and some of the things that are special about greens, into the bloodstream as quickly and efficiently with the least amount of restriction that we can, to both clean the blood and fortify the body and provide the building blocks that greens are so amazing at doing. When you add things that impede that process, that are too hard to digest, meaning you're going to add maybe somebody has the idea of adding other vegetables to it other than greens,
or whey protein,
or nuts and seeds that are harder to digest. All you're doing is you're interfering with that process. Now, there's different people who have different beliefs. Depends on what your intention is for using the green smoothies. Victoria Butenko, who's kind of our little green smoothie goddess guru, she definitely talks about being a purist about it. It's really three things: water, greens of some sort that you'll rotate, as she talked about, and then fruit of some, and typically fruit doesn't really matter what, it's just just to make it taste good, so you can get the greens down. All right, so
okay. So now I just saw. Okay, go ahead, blend, and then I'll say something else. Okay, so real quick, the spirulina that I use is this. And like I said, it's very, very dark green. I posted a picture of it on our Facebook group, but I mix it with this green that you can get in the Hy-Vee Health Market. This is my favorite flavor, the tangerine one. But if you mix it with this, you won't taste the spirulina, especially I'll squeeze like half of a lime in this too, because that makes it even more alkaline. So the other thing about a green smoothie, real quick, is most people are really, the whole protein thing, which we're kind of piggybacking off of from last week, is that there is protein in greens. And the thing is it's different because you can't measure it. It's not like gram per gram, but you want to look at the percentage. So for example, well, like the spirulina, this is the highest source of protein on the face of the planet. This is anywhere from 70 to 80% protein. Other greens, anywhere from 60, 70% protein. Now, if you have like a steak, for example, after you cook it, it's only 25% protein. And here's the other thing I like to let people know about is, this is my favorite analogy when it comes to comparing this stuff, because let's say, so comparing meat for, to get the protein from meat, it'd be like going in and you're going to get married and you go in this shop and you buy a wedding dress, and it's not exactly how you want it. So you have to cut the sleeves off and make new sleeves and sew buttons on and take this off and hem it. And you're doing all this work to it just so you can wear it. That's what your body has to do to absorb the protein in animal products. But whereas if you get the protein from spirulina, from greens, stuff like that, it's like going into the dress place of your dreams and you get the dress you want and you put it on, you're done. So your body is really ready to absorb the protein, the amino acids from the greens. And the other thing is the fiber. Most of us are lacking fiber. It's even what the doctors will recommend is not enough fiber. Now, you don't want to go there right away. You're going to have some issues. You want to gradually build up, but we always need more fiber, because if you don't have that fiber, you're not removing the toxins. You're not removing everything that's supposed to be going out of your body. And if you're backed up, because you don't have enough fiber, you're eating things that don't digest easily, that just sit there in your gut forever, it's going to back up because your body's going to do whatever it can to get rid of these toxins. And since your skin is the largest organ, your skin sometimes will suffer. So if you have breakouts, if you have issues with your skin, a lot of times you want to look at your digestion, because that's what's going on. It's not that you need creams to put on your face. It's not the outside. It's here. It's the inside coming out through your skin, your body trying to get rid of these toxins.
All right. And then one other point too is, you know, it's pretty accepted that the majority of our health issues today are really caused from two things only, and that's deficiency and toxicity. Mm-hmm. The good thing about green smoothies is, why are we even doing these? First of all, what this is doing is it's busting open the really tough cell walls. Yeah. That if you just eat a salad, it doesn't do that. You're not going to absorb the nutrition that's in the greens near as much as you will once they're broken up. That's what the blender's doing. That's going to help with the deficiency part of the equation. And what Tara was just talking about with the fiber, the toxicity, there's no better thing than greens, a green smoothie to really clean the blood and clean you up.
Yeah,
in more than ways than one.
Your digestive system.
And on that point, some really good things for cleansing is things like cilantro. It's a really good known cleanser. Also chlorella, which is like spirulina. That's a really good heavy metal cleanser. Mm. So
except spirulina is a lot cheaper.
Yeah. So any blue green algae is going to be really good. But this is why these are so valuable. And again, the other thing too about greens, when we're talking about a plant, there's two parts of it, right? There's the root usually, and then there's something that's growing on top. It's the thing that collects all the sun and does all the magic, right? We know that as chlorophyll. The greens, if you look at the nutrient profile in greens, it's magnitudes and magnitudes more than the root part. And people who are in the know on green smoothies and greens and that kind of thing, if they had a choice, like if it were a carrot laying in front of them, they'd throw the orange part away, the root part, because it would be so lacking in value as compared to the top part, the green part. The magic is in the greens. It's also at the same time the very least, the thing that we eat the least of, right? We're all used to eating cooked broccoli, cooked cauliflower. We destroy all the enzymes, the phytonutrients, all the stuff that's in there. And we should be doing not only more raw, but not the root or the vegetable part, the leaf part, the green part of broccoli, of cauliflower, of turnips, of carrots, of kohlrabi. You know, all the things that can have something to collect sun. That's where the magic is. Anyway, I just wanted to throw that in there because the idea of deficiency and toxicity being key factors in bad health, and this being a solution to both, is really important.
Yep. And again, I showed you guys this book when we were talking about the acid-alkaline balance, but I highly recommend it. Green for Life. It talks about why it's so important to be alkaline.
Do you see all of these?
All my little tabs.
She's got a million tabs. She always does.
I highlight.
It just drives me. No, I can't take it.
I highlight and everything. But there's also recipes in the back of here. So there's a lot of really good green smoothie recipes. You can always Google them too. Google green smoothie recipes. And like I said, try to keep it simple. Now, sometimes there are like fun, gourmet smoothie drinks. Like there's one with almond milk and dates and cacao, and it's all chocolatey, and it's great for once in a while. It's a treat. It's still really, really good for you. But for the most part, you want to kind of keep it simple. Anything else?
Drink green smoothies. We're going to have one right now, so we're going to try this out.
All right.
We have to do the wraparound thing. It's
okay.
more cool. No, like this.
Oh my God.
This is how you do it. This bonds us for life after this.
This is what I deal with. Okay, shut it off.
Do yours. Same time.
Careful, Izzy. No. I don't know if she can have that stuff.
All right. Drink your green smoothies. Cheers. We'll see you in the group. Bye.